Hello, everyone, and welcome in to a match of a team contract roulette. I am your special guest host, Cab. You can say I am usually known as Cabin, but you can simply call me Cab, and I am joined by Eclipse on the other end here as my co-caster.
Hello, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well today. We've about 2 minutes until we start off the fun. When I send the IDs, for those who don't know how this tournament works, basically the players will get a short scouting period after they get sent a contract ID with 2 targets. They'll kind of investigate where the targets are at, figure out how to isolate them, etc. And then they get a spin. And that's pretty much it. So,
Yes, when it comes to exactly how this contest works and the specifics of that, please look towards Eclipse regarding that. I am simply a special guest for this particular match.
and big thanks to you, Kev, for coming in and saving the day. We were kind of frantically chatting in the admin chat 30 minutes till the match, trying to figure out how we were going to get this done. And so Kev stepped in and very quickly put it all together. So, thank you.
Absolutely no worries at all. I'm looking forward to how this will turn out and how, well, for that matter, how this tournament works. Because this is my first ever match. This will be the first ever match of this tournament that I cast, and also the first ever match that I actually watch. This will be fun.
Right. If you look at the top, we have picks and bans. We are having a double New York fest today. First 2 maps will be New York. Then we'll go to Colorado and Mumbai. Togepannini, which is comprised of Pidgeotto and Yanini, have banned Berlin and Chong King, and then Nesnailo-chan, comprised of Agent Snail and Nezuko-chan, have banned Mendoza and Haven Island, and I did not blame them for some of those bans.
Absolutely no worries at all on that front.
So I'm gonna go ahead and send the IDs out for this first contract. And there they are. So now you should have the targets up. Do you want to take them and say out who the targets are here?
Sure, we are in New York, as said, with the targets in question being Maxine Chancellor and Milton LaParade. Milton in specifically being a security guard, and Maxine being I believe that's a bank teller, I believe, a female
I
bank
think
teller.
so. I think so. See, I made these contracts last night, so I'm kind of still fuzzy on some of these targets.
Absolutely no worries at all. Is Yanini's stream working for you? Because I'm having troubles.
Let's see. Let me. Oh, sorry. If you hear that. Yanini, let me pull up. See if it's for me. Oh, Yanini said didn't press live. Should be any second now.
Oh, okay. I do also realize in retrospect that I've switched the positions of Yanini and Pidgeotto, but that should be a simple fix should it be needed.
He said he is now. So.
Yes, I will give Yanini a nice little refresh. I will give Yanini another nice little refresh, and another one. And another one. Okay, we have a slight complication, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Don't you worry about
Let's
it.
see.
Might be just a slight little delay, or just my browser cache acting up.
Doesn't seem appear to be live for me either. So.
Okay, by the way, she's.
Okay, there we are. Now we are. Now Nezuko-chan. Oh, sorry. I see. Sorry, you switched the two. Okay.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Yeah, Yanini's still not live, I am afraid. You will have to forgive me for that.
Yes. But I wonder
And is Nez's
But I'm wondering if you can just.
Nez is black on your screen.
Seriously? Ah, it should be back.
There it is. Very good. Alrighty, so now just waiting on Yanini.
Yeah. Let me do something. Hold up.
Ah, right, we've got the wrong
Oh, we have a different
stream
one.
link
Press
for
the phone
Yanini.
down.
That'll
Point here,
explain it.
so
My bad.
Use a coin, yeah, or there's a coin behind it. Yeah.
But
Use a
that
coin
should be
or
Yanini
phone to
now
get the
live.
man
We
to
also got a
press
note
the
from the
game.
chat that Nessigo is a bit loud. I will fix that in just a bit. There you are.
Alrighty, so, well, we didn't really get to see where these targets are. I'm gonna wait just a second, even though the time is run down fully here.
Well, I did see the bank teller by the bench, and we can see on the Pigiero's end they're firing a seeker by Milton Laprade.
So
By
Milton
the
seems to be with the janitor,
start.
right?
Vital snipers from Janitor start.
And then over there across the way is from the janitor start. So,
Actually, very easy, yeah.
well,
Aim at like
I'm gonna send the
it's
spin
very easy.
now.
Try it out.
There we are.
And then you could, like...
So,
Oh,
I'll take this one since you gave us our targets. So for Maxine Chancellor, we have Explosion Accident as
Okay,
IT
don't use
worker,
Seeker, IT
and for
worker.
Milton Laprade, we have Tonto as High Security Guard.
Ah, fun.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
fun.
IT. Well, but you don't
So
have
Tonto,
to- now that you can
I
know
am not
it,
cruel
yeah,
in that
but-
I'm not making these players bring, having to go get it from the map. They can bring it in, since they have it in their inventory. I guess if they wanted to save space, they could go up all the way upstairs and get it, but it seems a bit of a stretch.
Wait, upstairs. I thought it was in one of the locker boxes, but I might be wrong on
I guess
that.
I'll take a breacher.
I thought it was in Athena's little room up there.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. You're right. My bad.
I think so.
Well, either
So
way, Nezuko-chan has already loaded in as we speak, starting off with a Tanto as a security guard going into the IT room immediately.
I don't even bring Seeker, I think. No.
Wow.
Interesting that Snail has started as a bank robber.
Wait, where?
Yes.
I forgot about
Everyone
that.
else has started as a security guard, while Snail has decided to start as a bank robber, so it is very
yeah,
interesting
yeah.
in that sense.
Well, I guess down here you have. Maybe he's thinking that
Oh,
you
yeah,
can get
you're
high
right,
security
yeah. I
guards,
think that's
all throughout this area in the bank robber start. Whereas if
across
you,
the wall,
unless you
I'll
bring
see
a
if I
key
can-
card
I'll
in
see.
security guard
I
start,
got what-
you can't get into that vault area
Ah, yeah, got it.
where
yeah,
the
yeah,
high
got it.
security guards are. So looks like what he's doing.
I
Snail's
just hope I
taking
can't, though, else-
taking these disguises. Yeah.
Yes.
That should be fine.
Yanini, with a
forgot to
propane
actually
flask
take
in
the
hand,
IQ
walking up the
guys.
stairs as a security guard.
For-
Pigiero, and
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
restart for Nezuko.
I just
Right.
forgot, honestly, to do that.
As Pigiero has the IT disguise, has placed a propane flask just outside of Maxine Chancellor, a bit of a distance away from where she sits. As Agent Snail is in the first floor of the bank in the kitchen now as a high security guard.
Now both Pidgey and Yanni need to take care of camps, which aren't too bad on this map. There's two areas you
Yeah,
can
for sure.
do that
Just
from,
fucking
but
Tanto or something.
that is
Otherwise,
another
no, it's
task
difficult.
they will have to face.
That was
Absolutely.
Um,
Ooh. Are we going to see a kill from Pigiero soon? Maybe.
looks like it.
For the guy? Yeah, makes sense.
Now whether or not he'll do this from far away. Oh, he just oh.
A very nice placement of that breaching charge on
I was
Pigiero's end.
I was thinking he was getting spotted right there from her, but
Oh, it was a whoosh, alright, that's for
It
sure.
was.
But they made it through.
Also the
Pigiero's
One
made it
hell
through.
and like into the bathroom.
and it looks like Yanini is about to do something similar.
Sounds fine.
They're all communicating live, if I understand it correctly. So
Correct. They
Pigiero
both
might...
have their separate VCs, and they're conversing. Ooh, there's a rip for Pidgey.
Ah,
getting spot
bloody
taking
heck.
that disguise.
Ah, bloody heck, that could be a... That
It's like
could
it's,
be
you know,
very,
we're
very
talking about
costly,
and
that.
so on.
Yeah, and it looks like
think
we're
I'll
about to
just go to the
see
bathroom.
Nez
No, I
take
definitely not.
this kill and catch up with everyone. Snail is already in the disguise, going upstairs now.
Well, that was... They eliminated... Let's see, they eliminated Milton Laprade first, compared to everyone else who's eliminating Chancellor
okay.
first. So, Snail is actually going to try and get themselves an
Yeah.
IT disguise, I would presume. Yeah,
So
they're
where's
getting the
okay, so he's
propane
going to get this
flask,
propane.
and
Right.
then getting the IT worker to take care of
Going up
Chancellor.
upstairs is not really an inconvenience.
If those guards that are in the garage and bank robbers start, if they have key cards on them, because I don't know if
Janitor.
because he was started down there, if he's
Oh, I
able
got
to
info-spotted.
just
Never mind.
go
I shot
you
the
know,
thing and
back
got
to those
info-spotted by
back
the janitor.
steps.
Instant.
If he has a key card, I don't know if he
Someone
obtained
no
that for
problem,
one of
but
the
I guess
cards
the
or
guy
not.
saw me somehow.
Absolutely.
Strange.
I will say though, we did get a restart from Giannini just a few moments prior, and then another restart just now on Giannini's end, going in the replanning menu,
Hmm.
switching out their
it's
smuggle
kind of
spot and then one item of their loadout from what I saw,
Fine.
but I could not see the item specifically being
Keep
switched.
you updated how you're looking, and then I can.
As we see on Piggiero's end, they will be executing the propane kill once again.
I think I can catch up on Pixel's time.
At the beginning of this tournament, someone once asked, what's the point of everyone having the same spin, especially for the same team? But as you can see, Nez and Snail have differing kills. The ones that they've done first have flip-flopped.
Yes.
So just because they're on the same team doesn't mean their strats going to be identical.
I think I'll screw up
And
for 1 minute.
Also, it's interesting to note and important to note that with anytime there's a double pick of the same map, they're both kind of on the same playing field, because sometimes you'd say,
Nessigo!
"Ooh,
I am sorry for interrupting your speech, but Nessico, 4 minutes into the map, picked up that illegal, like, wet floor sign just for that
you hate to see it."
janitor to see it. And now they have to restart all over again. They just had Laprade left to eliminate 4 minutes into the spin. Just needed to do that, and then they would have been home free.
Will you please stop that?
And Snail here looks to be probably the first person to finish, actually.
Yes, they just eliminated Chancellor on my end, and they will be making it out through the
Watch those cameras.
front entrance.
Cameras can easily clip you, but it looks like he's going to be out. And any second now, you'll see your overlay for his name will appear green, saying that he's finished. So,
Excellent. There we go. That's very nice overlay effect, by the way.
And this is Agent Snail's programming, so he was the one that put all this admin software together to make it very easy to do this. So, of course, there will be a photo finish timer that will appear, but that will only start when both players on one team have finished. So for that to appear, Nez will have to get out. Which,
And speaking of finishing, that's Pidgeotto making
Right.
their way out.
and so because these players are in their own VCs, once one finishes, they can obviously help out the other
What
one.
did you do? Sorry.
So that seems to be what's going to be happening. That Snail and Pidgey are going
I'll
to help out their partners.
fucking.
Yes.
Really annoying.
For... We do have one team member of each team having finished, with Yadini in the disguise required to eliminate Laprade, as they are by the balcony where Laprade sits. Whilst Nessico still has both targets to eliminate, but it is in the IT worker disguise in front of Maxine Chancellor, getting the kill off on her, and just have Laprade left. But speaking of Laprade, that's Giannini eliminating them now as we speak. And I believe, yes, with the keys from the janitor, I believe this is a win for the Togepannini.
And there we are. So you see, now Nez's name is flashing red, and they have a little timer above. Sadly, you do not see them in 47 seconds finishing, just because they still have another disguise to get. And so for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and call it, and declare that for Team Togepannini there. Very well played.
Oh, absolutely, for that matter.
Unfortunate rip, though, from Nez there had kind of reshifted everything, because they looked like that team that Snail and Nez were pretty much in the lead, and then, well, then Nez had that sad, unfortunate rip, and then that kind of reshifted the gears.
Yeah, the very bitter truth is that that rip could have cost them this first round. That is the very bitter truth
Do another
in
new one.
front of us here. Although, as I have a nasty tendency of saying in all of these matches, we have only just begun. Anything can still happen. And even though it is a nasty tendency, it is quite true.
And then the lucky thing is here, you can see on Nez's screen, because 3 of these players are on Epic and 1's on Steam, Snail being the Steam player, he's checking the LBs and you can see the other people's in-game times. And surprisingly, he did not get out too much longer after the 47 seconds had gone by, but because 40 seconds did go by, we're giving that to Togepannini. So we're going to switch to map 2. You'll see the targets disappear. And in just a few moments, I will be sending the IDs for the second New York contract.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
So, Cab, what do you think about this format, now that you've gotten a little glimpse into how it all works?
Oh, I am absolutely enjoying it so far. It is very different. It is very different from what I'm used to, but I am very much enjoying it so far.
I expect we
And
will
I
fill
think,
out,
like, what
this
sells
part
me
of-
on
part of
this
the map.
is just that small period of time that you get in the beginning to just scout out the targets.
I mean, to be fair,
I think that really just
was the
ties
case
this
in
game
Dubai.
mode together and puts
once
in
again,
that
I-
sort of
I'm
planning
interested how hard
that-
the Dubai one was.
It's the sort of planning that gets your gears turning, the sort of planning that I love in just regular
Right.
roulette.
And it's the improv aspect too, because with regular roulette, you're not going to have. I mean, you're going to have targets that you know way ahead of time. With these, you're going to have to prepare. And well, we have our second contract. Oh, hold on.
Could be intended, but I don't think so.
It
No.
is...
Different targets, same models though. That's something confusing.
Yeah, but will you read these targets this
Oh,
time if
fair.
you'd like?
So yeah, so as you can see, we have Kai Zane and Ronald Arona.
I mean, that's
Well, if you check,
gotta
these
be
models
confusing.
are the exact same as the 2
least,
previous
like,
ones,
use a different
which is
color,
why the
right?
players said that it's the same contract, but it's not. These are different targets.
Okay,
So we have Kai, I think it's probably how you say it, is kind of, she starts and heads to the main central teller area, and then you have this frisk guard, as you see on Snail's screen, and on Yanni's screen, right here, up towards the back of the kind of main area.
Indeed. And you know, as a small note from Jonas in the chat, we are killing their twins this time. Like, whoever is the client for these 2 contracts just has it out for these particular same model NPCs.
And I will say, the way that I make these contracts is I have a list of all the NPCs in the game. I specifically pick that map that we're on. I put them in a wheel and I spin them. So these targets being the same models is sheer RNG, and that was shocking to me when I first noticed that.
Well, thank you very kindly, RNGesus, for this very funny
Right.
moment.
So about 1 minute left in the timer before these spin conditions come out. Well, isolations for these 2. I think the frisk guard is probably the easier of the 2. You can just have, I think you can kind of lure him back into the side room. We're up front here, right up here by the sign. This other lady though, I know she does drink. That's the one thing that would be nice about her, is that if you're, well, I guess you define the disguise. Well, there are no disguises. Matter of fact, are there on this map that can poison things? Am I right when I'm saying that? That there's no legal poisoning disguises on this map?
I believe that's true, yeah.
So I don't know how easy slipping some emetic poison or even consume poison would be a possible kill for her. But
I shall read out the spin, what we're getting, because for Kai-san, it's a kitchen knife as the job applicant, and for Ronald Arona, it's a loud sniper rifle as a bank robber. So bank robber star it is for most of our players, with the very, very fun job applicant that we oh so love.
And we have 2 unique disguises. Well, I guess bank robber is pretty much unique because you can either start there or you can grab it from the bathroom.
Indeed.
But 2 unique disguises. And sniper rifle. Wow, that's not an easy kill for for either of these targets.
Especially in a hostile disguise, which
right.
one might... Yeah.
So, because of that, I'm curious to see how these players are going to go about doing that. And well, actually, I'm wondering, because I saw someone had, I forgot which player it was, kind of lure him to the side, I'm wondering, could you take a sniper shot from all the way across the map from the main start? Is that possible? I don't know if there's any kind of long range.
In this tiny map and with...
I don't know how it would play out.
You will have to forgive... You will have to forgive my skepticism, but I would not risk it.
And I think sadly. Oh well, if you look here, on Pidgey's screen, wow, Pidgey has very masterfully infiltrated, this area, and he is very close. He is in the right disguise for this kill for Ronald, and the kitchen knife is right there on the table that he's just picked up.
Yes.
So.
But they do have a security guard coming in, which they stop just in time with a quick switch into that security guard disguise of Ronald. Very cleanly played from Pidgey. Oh my.
Alright, now Pidgey needs to remember to switch back into disguise.
That they will, don't you worry about it.
And then when I'm back,
like, okay, there we are.
Right. Now, can they do all of this in time? Kill and hide the body and switch into a good disguise. Can they do it all in time before Ronald's body walks into the room? And yes, they can. They will make it through safely. Because Agent Snail will not make it through safely. Ooh, they have the target. They have Ronald through the doorway, having spotted them. And that's the information being relayed to Ronald's body, and that's a restart for Snail. I apologize.
So, alright, well there it is for Yanini too. Let's see if he can get out. I think these players will be able to.
Yes. So it's just Agent Snail who just had that unfortunate rip getting spotted by Ronald. And now it's Nezuko's turn to just see if they can make it through here.
And well, I don't know if we might. There's Nez's. We'll see if that rough rip for Snail.
And that's a restart for Ness, unfortunately.
Oh, this is not going too well for these.
It's only it's only Togepannini who's made it through just in time, as like both Pidgeotto and Giannini get themselves the job applicants knocked out almost at around the same time. Although with Pidgeotto having a much cleaner setup, with having emedicked Kaya-san and quickly eliminated her. So they will be making an exit very, very shortly here. Very cleanly played from Pidgeotto once again. Like, very cleanly played for Pidgeotto. They are going back to get the cameras, though. They did get spotted by the cameras on their way out, so they will be going back to deal with that. But on Yanini's end, they have just now eliminated Kaya-san.
And if they don't get these cameras clipped, then I think that they can head straight to the. Yes. I think they'll be good.
Yes, as Agent Snail.
And in fact, they've already taken them out. I think.
Yes. As Agent Snail has gotten their revenge on Ronald, they will be put in the closet now very, very shortly. Nezuko also knocking out Ronald. They are making a comeback. The Nesnailo-chan are making a comeback, but is it too late, is the question. Or will perhaps the time Pidgeotto must take to delete the cameras be enough time for the Nesnailo-chan to make a comeback?
Let's see. Hopefully they will not make me do a photo finish calculation because I have not done one of those yet for this tournament. I hope that I don't have to. But we'll see.
You know, I hear
ya.
I hear ya, but you have agreed upon making a photo finish calculation if needed. That is unfortunately part of this particular job. I can keep
And-
the chat entertained while you calculate.
Okay, this is very okay. We need to be careful of Koki and Mateo's right there.
Yep. Oh my.
Oh, and wow, Nail just got clipped by the cameras. And so that's basically the same thing that Pidgey's gonna need to deal with. Is dealing with right now.
Okay, exciting stuff on Nesnailo-chan's end. Because Nezuko-chan has just successfully knocked out the job applicant and has the target emedic and can just eliminate them like so. Whilst Agent Snail managed to emedic Kaie, just going back to get the kitchen knife now. And then they'll just get their isolated job applicant disguise and they'll be ready to eliminate Kaie. So it's going to be very close. Because Nezuko-chan is going to exit now. Agent Snail is going to very shortly eliminate their target. But like, Pidgeotto has finished getting rid of the cameras and just need to make their exit now. This is going to be very, very close.
Gosh, oh my gosh. I don't know.
Because that's...
See, knocked him out.
Okay, so Agent Snail needs to knock out the job applicant. I was
But
wrong.
if he opens the door with a crowbar, is he gonna get spotted here?
No, they are not.
Okay.
But Pidgeotto has made the exit. The photo finish timer has been initiated.
Nezuko completes the contract now.
Oh.
This is gonna be close. I don't think it's gonna happen because Snail still has to take care of cameras, and sadly, that's gonna be the deciding factor here, I think.
Oh, true. I didn't notice that until now. Oh, I'm sorry, Snail. I'm sorry.
So unfortunate. If Snail had the cameras there, and actually, I didn't realize. I guess both Pidgey and Yanni can see that Nez has already exited, and.
Yes, and did you cut out just me for me, or did you just stop?
No, sorry, I just kind of lost my train of thought. What I was saying.
No worries.
Well, anyway, that's the 47 seconds up for the photo finish, and that means I'm going to declare Team 1, Togepannini, the win for this second, New York.
GG's once again. Like, Pidgeotto absolutely dominating the competition here. I will say that so far. Played it very, very cleanly. Ooh, what's up?
Well, it's time for some diversity with maps. We've got Colorado coming up next. I'm going to switch over to that.
Oh yes, Colorado up next. This... okay. This could be a turning point, alright?
I think it might be.
I swear to the lords, if I see Sean Rose Fire yet again with a hostile disguise, I am going to set fire to someone.
And, well, that's a good thing to note. Main targets are eliminated because that kind of defeats the point for these contracts. If the whole reason we were trying to do this was to pick targets other than the main target, so we've eliminated main targets from the pool, and we've also eliminated their bodyguards because they're pretty much the same people. They follow.
Yes. I realize now. Okay, I realize now my error. Listen, just typical Roulette Rivals commentary brain just kind of kicked in there, I will admit.
So, let's see.
Okay, but we could still, like, probably get... We might still get fire for a target anyway.
Fire might still happen. Scarecrow is allowed, but certain of these I've tested them, and if I determine that they're like in the middle of a very populated area and it's in a hostile disguise, then I'm not going to allow it.
Understood.
But even sometimes, if it's right next to the Scarecrow, or like if it's on the scale, there's someone in the penthouse up there by by the suit of armor, then I'm gonna allow that. But kind of just depends on the targets here, which we will figure out who those are momentarily.
Understood.
Momentarily meaning now.
Oh,
I've sent
wow.
those out.
Funny how the process of time works like that. It
Um,
is
Go
Jake
for it.
Day, who seems to be a militia soldier, and Morris Estrella, who is a militia elite soldier, it would seem.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also known as Morris Star, because Estrella in Spanish means star. Um,
Yes.
so,
And it's also a brand
um,
of chips.
Whatever,
And
Is it?
I believe in most of Europe, it's either exclusive to Sweden or it's found in Europe. I'm not sure.
I'll still bring a mine. Just testing. Did you load it in here?
But
So-
it would- yes.
Jake Day and Morris Estrella. Looks like we have one in the house and one not in the house.
Or maybe.
I can't tell where they're at from this far away. Let's see. Ooh, are they on top? They're up by the water tower, it looks like.
I'll check the house.
Right up there is if you start water tower and those two guards that are on the roof
Oh, it's on the roof.
above Burgess.
Yeah, it definitely cannot. Yeah. That's
Right. Okay.
house? Oh,
so,
house is the camp guy.
These
Talking
two
about
targets
the-
up here, sorry, these two guards up here, one of them being the target, could be
Or just a show.
interesting to say the least.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a
Um,
bit of a trek between both of the targets. Not too much of a trek, mind you,
Yeah.
but still.
And
And just
Still
on
pretty
different
much
floor
across the
levels as
map,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't matter on the
And just
sky.
them being on
Um,
different floor levels as well.
I guess it of course depends on what we're gonna start in. Of course, I guess
You first.
it's always an option since the water target, since these targets, since the roof target is right next to the water tower. Water tower start is definitely plausible, but it may depend on which disguises we need for where they want to start. No, go ahead.
Yes, because one question I do have is if
Hmm?
you... Like, can you just leave those bodies on the roof without being spotted, on like the water tower roof? Can you
I
just
believe
leave them
so.
there?
If you don't cause a bunch of clatter up there, I think as long as no one is hearing any sounds up there, then I'm pretty sure that's a very safe area to leave them. I don't think anyone else goes up there unless they see something or hear something.
So we
Um,
would hope, at least, because it would
hopefully,
definitely
right.
save some time.
Other than that,
And we've already, like, seen, for example, Nesnailo look at the, like, emetic opportunities for one of the targets as well, with them going
Right.
into one of the outhouses.
Here's Pidgey is leading us to the target right now. He's where the cam box is in the house, and the guard and the hacker that are standing right there. That's him, right there.
if you get hacker, I think
Um,
that's definitely the
As you
spot.
see on Pidgey's screen.
Probably, like, I mean, depends on the guys.
And on that note, that's time up, isn't it?
Yep, and there is the spin. If you don't mind, I'll take this one. We have Jake Day with a fall kill as militia soldier,
For sure.
and Morris Estrella,
Oh, they are.
fiber wire as explosives
Also,
specialist.
plenty near-
I mean,
So-
like, fall for Jake Day, that's just perfect, because they're on the roof,
Right.
and they're disguised as a militia soldier as well, aren't they?
I think so. So that's perfect there. And I definitely Snail always says when he's casting, he likes to put the targets into an easy and a difficult category. I think we can easily put Jake in the easy category and Morris into the difficult category, since we have to infiltrate in a trespassing disguise.
Sure, and they're in the camera room as well. Yes, I can see the logic behind that.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah,
And I guess just the coincidence of you not needing any further, you can kind of just head over to Jake and get him dealt with. You don't really have to have any prerequisites, should I say, for going over there. You don't need to grab an item or disguise. You can just go straight there.
Yeah, and on that note, we see Nesnailo-chan already having done the kill. They did get spotted by Jake Day, and even had like Jake Day aim a gun down on them. But like that doesn't matter since they're a target, and as long as they don't get a shot off, they can just be knocked out and pushed over that ledge, which Nesnailo did. And
So
like
he-
very fast as well. Like I believe they're the first one out of all the players to eliminate Jake
So
Day.
that's a sunroof, or I don't know what to call that, but that kind of hole in the roof. I didn't know that that was there. I always just push them off the side of the building when I tested this spin. I don't know if that means that they're gonna come up there because I don't know, maybe to investigate where he fell from. I have no
I
idea.
don't think so. I
I
don't
don't think so, but
the NPCs are smart for that specifically. Although on Giannini's end, we did see that they got spotted when they pushed Jake Day through that sunroof. So it's
I forgot that I have a
so like yes, you can push them through the sunroof, but there might be some sort of risk in that, as you know,
Nez is
proven
in a
by
very
Giannini.
sticky situation right now.
Oh, they almost made it.
Almost
Vaulting
got
it
it out.
over that box and almost ignoring that whoosh. Ah, you have my condolences.
And
And a
there's
restart for
Pidgey.
Pidgeotto as well. Oh my. Yes, you saw that as well.
And Yanni just ripped. Yanni forgot to change disguises. He realized right after he did it, he was an explosive specialist.
Oh,
He forgot
bloody
to go
heck.
back.
Oh no, Giannini, no, not again.
So this one is seeming to be trickier than the New York two contracts we had.
And a restart
And-
from Snail as well. Are you kidding with me?
It's the whole collective of them have said, let's get one restarted and maybe we'll go from there. Alrighty, so Nez is just about there, and Pidgey is there. He's doing it now. I'm watching these three just to make sure they are in the right disguise. Right disguise for
Oh,
Yanni.
Giannini dumped them onto the stairs and thus
Oh.
didn't eliminate them. Oh, poor guy. And that's a restart from Snail getting spotted, knocking out Jake Day. But Pidgeotto succeeded in eliminating Jack Day just a few moments prior. Nezuko has
And
also
there's
succeeded.
Giannini.
Giannini has succeeded. So it's just Snail who needs to eliminate Jack Day now, as our remaining players move towards Estrella.
And this, as I said, this seems to be the heart of the two targets. And I usually cheer for the losing team only for the fact that I like the excitement to go on for as long as it can. And so if we can get 2 more maps in, I'm gonna cheer for it. So I'm wondering, any slight rip from any of these players, especially with Estrella, can totally reshift this, like we saw on both of these other 2 maps.
Oh, Pidgeotto. Oh, a clean pistol distraction just a few moments prior for Estrella to notice. They calmered the hacker by the security box by Estrella, and they
Now, be
just
careful.
now
You're gonna-
eliminated Estrella with a fiber wire.
Now Yanni just ripped, so that's kind of reshifted things.
Oh,
And
it
Nez is
absolutely
done.
has.
Nez is done. I missed it, but I see it now.
Oh,
So
you're absolutely right. Yes.
and so in this case, since both of these, it looks like Nez is gonna be the first one out.
Oh,
Pidgey not
nicely
being
done.
too far behind, and with that rip, Nail has retooken, and his team has retooken the lead now. Because now Yanini's about to get this first kill done, but Snail's already at the second kill, doing that now. So if he can get away with this, then this is gonna be might be the first points awarded to Nesnailo-chan.
small lovely note from the chat. I guess Giannini is the rabbit and Snail is the snail?
And there's Snail with him getting, well, he got the kill done. And Yanini is still gonna be pushing it to get this kill. There's Snails, so now Yanini has 47 seconds to get in there and get out.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna be possible.
It's going to be very, very tight, assuming this is possible.
And there's a guard coming up the stairs, and yep, okay. So gotta be careful there. This looks like it's gonna be a GG's for Nesnailo-chan because of all the guards and just the factors of what still needs to be done here.
It seems that your wish will have at least somewhat come true so far.
And wow. So that is going to be, well, we got about 4 more seconds, but that looks like it's going to be it.
Thank you.
Unfortunately for Togepannini, they have to go through another one to if they want to take the match. But I don't think neither of us nor does chat like that because we get to
I
see
forgot to
more
put
fun.
this thing as 3-3.
Yes.
So dumb.
So-
As said, you're getting at least half of your wish so far. We are
Right.
guaranteed to play one more map.
This is fine.
Okay, okay. Ooh. I want to see if Yanini can get this kill off. Yes, they can. Ah, never
Alright.
mind. Ow, I
Nope.
shouldn't have said anything. Ow.
It's dumb. Okay. God, that was so easy. The first few runs are
So,
bad.
Ike, Mumbai is next, not
Now I have to play
Bangkok.
fucking Now I have to play fucking Mumbai.
And let's see, I'm gonna go and switch over to that. Mumbai. This is a pick from Nesnailo-chan. May I note that Nesnailo-chan has taken
I know
Togepannini's Colorado pick. So because of that, I don't know how Pidgey and Yanni fare on Mumbai. But obviously Snail and Nez have picked it, so they must have some confidence in their abilities. But
I mean, to be fair, they are going up against two insane veterans of the community.
right.
I don't know if you can really pick a map as like a strategic pick against these
Right.
two players, if I'm going to be entirely honest. Not that I would know what to pick as a strategic pick against Snail or Nezuko-chan either, for that matter. Nezuko-chan also being a very, like, an incredible veteran of the community. If you ask me, Nezuko is good on all of the maps, and I have
Well-
no idea what to pick against them. Yes, go for it.
If this is a telltale sign of Pidgey's feelings, Pidgey is putting commented a skull emoji in the Discord where I said the next map will be Mumbai, and he just put a skull emoji there. So I don't know if this is his favorite of the maps that he
Very
plays.
well, very well.
But we'll see. We'll see how they enjoy it because we have the IDs out now. I'll take these targets and then you can take the spin when we get here.
Absolutely.
So we have Jai Bot and we have Pallavi Manjeet. So looks like a Bollywood bodyguard and a I don't know, regular civilian looks like.
Seems to be a regular civilian, yes. Gives me kind of a Taylor vibe, if I will be honest. But
Her dress is very vibrant, I would say.
Oh yes, absolutely. I quite
Maybe
like
she's
it.
gotten that from the tailor.
Oh, look. Okay, look on Yanini's map and look at how spread out these targets are. One of them in the
Right.
tower and one of them in the slums. And you can probably guess that the Bollywood bodyguard is the one in the tower. And Pallavi is the one in the slums.
I'd be surprised if those two were switched. If we had a civilian up here at the top of the tower.
Well, to be fair, we do have that one civilian who's like a hostage in the tower.
Right. What's his name? Mike. Oh, don't even get me started on Mike. We've had some torture contracts made by a couple people in the community that have made me cringe every time I hear the word Mike.
I see.
So we have Jai up here. He's this guard at the top of the stairs, right next to this bathroom.
Very hard to access.
And so that's I mean, I think you could get him in the bathroom. I know that some people have issues keeping people in the bathroom hidden because it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room, and people when you open the door, other people can see in there.
For Jai, though, is it, like, when it comes to getting them in the bathroom, is it as simple as just turning on the sink?
I don't know if he'll come for the sink. I presume that a throne destruction would get him in there. If you look on Pidgeotto's screen and also on Snail's, and I think for Nez too, Yanini's the only one that's still in the tower. It's this lady up here, sorry, down here I should say, under the chawls. And if you're a contract player, which I know Snail and I think all these people have probably played contract, but no, Snail's a very accomplished contract player. He might know that if you go to the very top floor of the chawls, you can throw a coin up there in the corner, and it will get them to
Then
come
I
up
think the medical
individually.
guy is also good.
Oh, really now?
Right. So there's a fall kill opportunity up there, and that's just a good isolation, I think.
And like Rangel leaves it like
Um,
after 1
and
minute.
s-
But if he's
getting her
one and
sick
one, then he can
makes
kill him.
seems like she's going to the place where the lead actor gets sick over the over that
Yeah,
ledge.
that might be it.
Let's see. Is she gonna share it?
Yep, they're gonna
Yep.
puke together because of course.
Or you start. Yeah.
We might need to. Let's see. Well, sorry. I need to just realize I need to send the spin.
Did you find an angle here?
You wanna take
Oh,
it?
yes, it is Yai with an explosive device as the barber, and for Pallavi, it's injected poison as the painter. Okay,
Whoa.
towers start looking strong.
Okay, bring it
Right. So we have two unique disguises here. An explosive device. Well. Jonas saying in chat this is a walking spin. I agree. Explosive device. I would think it's a remote kill.
Yes. Which
so-
perfectly synergizes with getting the painter in the tower, and then getting
Right.
Pallavi eliminated, and then getting the barber in the slums as well. It's
So.
I
I
presume that's
ahead.
what the okay. I apologize for interrupting, but
You're fine. Go ahead.
but the walking spin. I would just like to
What I loaded.
just. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I do have a suspicion, but I want to clear that up.
I don't know. I presumed that he meant you got to walk a lot of places. That's a long trek. That's what I presumed he meant, but I don't know if that's what Jonas meant. Jonas, if you want to clarify in chat what you meant by walking spin, I just thought you meant that we had a lot of walking to do, across the map here. But
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it might be walking as in like you have to like start off at one point and then you have to go back to that point that you started off at.
maybe.
I'll look.
Yeah, it looked like a lot like back and forth. Okay, my bad.
Right.
But thank you, Jonas, for clearing that up.
And yeah, I guess it is. It's kind of interesting because we have kill in the tower with a person with a disguise that you find in the slums, and then we have a person in the slums who needs to be killed with a target in the tower, or with a disguise in the tower.
Yes, and as said, we are very fortunate that one of them has a remote kill. Oh, look at that subdue on Nezuko's
Wow.
end. Getting the painter subdued while the bodyguard is investigating a pistol. Very cleanly done.
Are you able to
Nezuko.
leave these two in there? Does Dawood come in and check out the room at any point? I don't know if he comes in to survey what the painter's been working on or not.
I'm going to trust on Nezuko here that
I would trust
they
his knowledge that
don't.
they don't, but I don't know.
No. I climbed through the window and like trying to go.
Interestingly, Nez and Yanini seem to be pretty much equal now, just following each other in their footsteps.
Oh, I'd probably change this guy.
Um,
Thank you again.
And
A note from Jonas that you think you need to trigger Dawood so that
Right,
for them
right,
to actually,
okay.
yeah. I mean, even so, we will see a calmer on Pidgeero's end on the painter through a window, nonetheless, as they've now entered the painter's room, and they will be hiding the bodyguard's body, which they've subdued.
I think at this point in any roulette or any tournament in general, I would say
But that's one.
probably it's better be safe than sorry. You don't want to be 5 minutes into the spin and then have an unfortunate rip where the painter gets found. So
Yeah. There's literally.
yeah, I think they are taking some good measures to
Oh well. no,
do
okay.
this carefully.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not leave any messes around.
Yeah, no, I do not blame anyone for
Right.
playing it safe in roulette for any reason.
Oh no, I don't need to.
What I will say though is that Nezuko eliminated. Okay, they had a body found because they eliminated Jai just a few moments earlier after getting the barber disguise, only to then get a body found of. I mean, was that Jai or was that someone else?
I don't know if that was here. I'm gonna let's see.
Oh no, Yanini! No, that's a rip on Yanini's end. Just about to get that injected poison onto Pallavi. And then they got spotted injecting. Oh, bloody heck.
I'll do that next time.
Um,
Oh my god.
and so Jonas says that the sound is weird in that bathroom and that he thinks it was Jai. And I guess the solution to that, if it is weird sound that maybe they hear it through the walls or something like that, you always could do it on the on exit, which would be kind of I don't know, wouldn't be ideal because then you couldn't be going through it as quickly as you could. But I think you would be fine with doing it for exit just to be safe.
Yes. And I do apologize for interrupting you, but
You're fine.
Pidgeotto just now, like, ended up with a very similar rip to
Oh,
Yanini.
and what the heck?
Yeah.
Snail has just gotten a wall hack.
Oh, what the heck?
At least that's what it looked like. That he just got seen through the other side of that wall. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna clip your stream. I'm gonna see if that's what actually happened because I'm curious now.
Yes, please, do that. Because that would be... Okay. So, like, three players have restarted now. Nesnailo now... Yeah, Nesnailo restarted as well. Because they got that rip with triggering Yai a bit too early.
No way. Okay, so I just checked, and that was someone. I think those were people in the laundry area that had seen through the wall her get injected. Wow. I don't know if that was just unfortunate. Where he was at was kind of glitchy, or and I will say I'm surprised that none of the players have checked out my idea of luring him up there. I know I'm pretty sure I've seen at least one of these players do it, if not seen other people do it. So looks like all these people are trying to get them down at the level where they're at and just inject there, but I don't know if that's the best play.
Well, speaking of... I mean, like... We have one play from Nesnailo here. They aren't doing what you're suggesting, but they are trying to get Pallavi to notice that weapon on the ground.
Right, okay. And I guess that might get her to a bit more of a friendlier place. I don't know what his...
Oh, hang on. Yanini, I believe they're going to try again with injecting Pallavi here. Oh, this could be intense on Yanini's end.
Hopefully, wall hacks? Do not happen.
Yanini... Oh, I believe it's the crowd.
You think it's the crowd?
Like, the crowd spreads the panic to that NPC who's just walking through the crowd. In this particular case, they had been medicked by,
well, okay,
Yanini.
in this case, Yanni had seekered the girl who's talking to Pallavi. I'm wondering what would happen if you seekered Pallavi directly, if she would go somewhere more convenient for an eject.
It's crazy. Honestly.
Unsure. I don't think so, but I'm unsure. Meanwhile, on Nesnail's end, they eliminated Pallavi a few moments earlier while we were busy watching the other players. They have the Barber disguise and the trigger in hand. That's Jai triggered and killed on Nesnail's end. They will be making the exit, I believe, and there we go. Nesnailo has made it through as our first player exiting, with Agent Snail in the painter disguise. 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the run, about to exit Dawood Tower. I've been kind of missing the stream on Agent Snail and just what they've been up to specifically. Because I know that, like, Pidgeotto is now here in front of, like, Pallavi, like, syringe in hand, ready to inject her. And they get spotted once again. Wall hacks! Are you kidding with me? That's some wall hacks again for Pidgey. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I don't know if Nez really had a strategy. We obviously missed it when he got the injected poison kill. I don't know if he had a plan or if it was kind of RNG. Or what was kind of happening, because I'm wondering if Nez is giving him advice on what to do in the situation. Volcat's asking in chat if I tested this. I've been saying for this map that if you go to the top of the Charles, on the balcony up there, they hear that from all the way down there. So if you throw a coin up there, she'll walk miles upstairs, and of course she'll be alone up there. So Yeah, I'm curious to see if Nez has been giving him, saying don't do this, don't try it in this area, do it somewhere else, or I don't
I
know.
believe Volcat is a bit salty
Volcat.
in the chat.
Yeah, but that's strange.
Like, I hear ya. Like, Volcat, I hear ya. But
Well, I guess also hindsight's always 20/20. If I tell one of the players that you can lure up to the balcony, they're gonna be saying "duh" or, you know, or I don't know. Then again, I'm the one that makes this, so I think being the creator of these contracts probably gives me an advantage for knowing how to do everything. And there's Yanini, got her sick.
yes. By
And
the
so-
ledge where the lead actor usually pukes. That's where Yanini managed to inject.
Alright,
Pallavi
Snail.
at the end of
Snail's
the day.
good. Snail has gotten that kill good. He lured her pretty far away.
Ooh,
And-
nicely done, Snail. Ooh, that's huge for the
That is
Nesnailo
huge.
Chan. That's huge for the Nesnailo Chan.
I'm done with the final make.
So now just for him to get the barber and then detonate, and that's gonna be it.
And speaking of Barber and Detonate, that's exactly what Yanini has done now. Although a bit
Now-
far away from an exit, and yeah,
Body
that's the body
found.
found of Jai.
Body found.
Oh my, that's the body found of Jai. And with Pidgeotto having made a restart just a few moments earlier, Yanini restarting now, and Agent Snail getting the Barber disguise. Ooh, this might be going to Nesnailo-chan. Ooh,
Looks
this
like
might
it.
be going to Nesnailo-chan. Unless they get a rip now. Unless
Hopefully
Agent Snail
Snail-
gets a rip now.
Hopefully Snail is careful, and that I would hope that he's just being safe by detonating on exit, because he's not detonated yet, which he could have. Then again, I think Nez may have been one of the ones who, the first one that ripped on the kill there, and so he might have told Snail, "Hey, wait till you get to the exit."
Yeah,
before you-"
I think we know for a fact that Nezuko must have like relayed this information to Snail.
And there's Yanini rip. Once again.
Oh, another one? Oh my.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh my days.
And Nez is being very smart here, and he's checking that leaderboards. And since both of the people on the other team are an epic, and he sees that none of them have times on the leaderboard yet, that they're probably getting excited, noting that. That's sadly is the only way. We always try and prevent the other team from knowing that they're finished on one team, but that's sadly one thing we cannot get around. That's just part of the game. So there's detonate. and- Wait for it. Let's see. There we are. With Snail getting out. And well, I'm gonna go and call it, because I obviously not. Both of these people are not gonna finish. Both of these players are not gonna finish within 47 seconds. So there we are. And that means
Oh, well, never mind. Okay, map is over.
we're going to our fifth and final map, which is the decider of. I'm gonna switch it over so everyone can see it. Miami will be our decider.
Right. And just to ask, as someone who's inexperienced with this rule set,
Mhm.
is this random? Is the final decider map random and
Right,
just
I-
unknown?
Right. They do not know ahead of time, so this is the first. I'm the only one that's known this until now. Everyone sees it now. I just do a random. Out of all the maps we have, I do a random number picker that picks from the ones we have left, and then does it that. I do it that way.
Understood. Understood. All right.
And because it's a decider, of course, there will be no time limit because someone has to finish here. And so we'll see what's going to happen here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask them if they want a quick break. We have 3 minutes until the hour. I'm going to see if they want to take a quick break, maybe get a quick snack or go to the bathroom or whatever it is, because they've been playing for an hour straight. So, let's see.
Yeah, we can see in the chat just Pidgeotto and just like Pidgeotto and Agent Snail talking about that lady, Pavali, and all the troubles they've had.
So here is the final, final map, Miami. I'll take these targets. we have Chuck Calden,
I can't
who is a race marshal, and Kirsten Williard, it looks like, who is an event staff.
Okay, I'll follow over.
So
That's what I'm loading anyway, so.
let's see. Squid, for this, it's going to be the normal amount of points. It doesn't matter at this point because it's just whoever has more points, really, at this time. But the rules are first to 5, and so 2 points will be enough for them to win.
Here's the default start, yeah.
Seems like we have another trek
Oh, I see what
between
Squid is saying.
these two targets on each side of the course.
Oh, okay, that's 3, yeah.
Let's see. I'm not sure which one's which, but I believe on the Nesnago's end we will see. Yes. Okay, so it's Chuck Cowden who's on the right side of the course, in the, how do you say, storage area of the VIP area, with
It's kind of loading area, I guess. I don't know.
Loading area. Yeah, that would be a good word for it.
I know there's a stash over here. I don't know what they call it on the agency pickup, what the term is that they use there, but I think loading area will work fine.
I'll try.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is pretty accessible from suit start, so I could see some quick isolations. I presume that behind this crate that Snail has him here, that he would be fine. But I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, and Yanini's going loud. He's caused a lot of commotion there when he's gotten that. So this second guy, Volkat's asking about, if you note kind of between where the mascot, the old mascot got beat up and he's laying on the floor there, and in between the tunnel connecting the podium to the medic area, that little tunnel there going between there, he's the one that's mopping. Right, Volkat, the one that's mopping.
Okay. Now I also understand. Okay, alright.
And I think that they've probably looked on their map and they know that they are not going to need to check him out. So, well, 10 seconds left until we get the final spin of the day.
And you're giving me the honor of reading it. How kind of you.
I am.
It is for Chuck Cowden, electrocution as event crew, and for Kirsten Villard, it's a silenced assault rifle as Moses Lee.
Whoa. Let's break it down. So, event crew, easy. We can get that from the second target. Electrocution. They're going to need to bring them inside the police headquarters for the electrocution.
Okay.
So right next to them, I think that is the closest one, unless there's a faucet or hose, whatever you want to say, over in that area. I'm pretty sure that you have to lure them into the into that main police area, security area, I should say, at the beginning of the map. And Moses Lee, of course, is not fun to grab, I'd say.
Actually, no. You could just...
Yeah, I don't know. Jonah's saying set up Chuck and then get Moses and kill both targets that way. I think that would work.
I mean,
of course, you can always leave a taser there for what's his name, Chuck. And yeah, I think that's a good idea to do that from far away.
On that note, Nesnailo, Pidgeiro, and Yanini have loaded in. Pidgey and Yanini starting off as race marshals each, going to end the race by waving the flag. Kind of mirror gameplay for both of our players on the Togepannini team.
Right.
Whilst Agent Snail starting out as a waiter, and Nesnailo-chan starting off in the suit, although they just now had a restart.
Yep. Nez. They're starting waiter, which is interesting. That maybe they're going for the sugar play for Moses. Looks like that might be what they're doing here.
I mean, yeah, because of the Kuwan mechanic disguise downstairs.
Ooh.
Restart from Pidgeiro, unfortunately.
I think Yanini realized he was not loud there, but Pidgey just said, you know what, screw it, I'll go this way. But so that's one restart per team, is it not? I think so.
Am I even allowed at
Something like that.
Yes.
in the previous stage?
So if you look on Nez's screen right here, from the room that he's standing in right here, you can. There's two sinks in there.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's another restart for Nessico. Oh, in the loading bay area again. My, what's going on?
Like, go around that kind of person.
Snail, interestingly, is
Start off pretty well. Where the fuck is
he's
Mo?
in the Kronstadt area. I hope he realizes, if I'm not mistaken, you use the sugar. It's probably better to use it on Moses'
No,
car
I
rather
actually
than
missed him. I just
Sierra's.
Yeah, because you can use it on Moses' car, can't you?
Right. So I don't know why he's going with this strategy, because this is going to make it harder. I mean, of course,
I'll stop later.
the race will end, but I would think that it would just be more convenient for him to be in the paddock where he's, sorry, be in the pit where he's, you know, where Moses is. So.
Another restart from Nessico. They're on like 3 restarts now. Oh my.
And remember,
And-
since we are on a decider, the time is counting up because we have to have someone finish, of course. We can't have this be a draw.
I mean, I don't
And
like.
hang on, Yanini just poisoned the thingamajig, the spinny thingamajig hot game that Sierra and Moses play.
The chili shot game.
Yes, thank you. Whilst Pidgeotto has had a restart themselves.
Just got off the pistol.
I don't know if that's a thing they do. Maybe because that might be a more prolonged. If you ended the race, then you can wait a little while before heading up to get Moses. Because otherwise, with any other play, I think you'd have to do it pretty much immediately. I'm saying you have to get Moses pretty quickly after you get to do after you end the race. Sorry. So Nez here has said the setup perfect for the electrocution kill.
And Snail just had the absolute perfect whoosh for Moses Lee, just barely making it through without getting spotted. And that Moses Lee subdued on Snail's end.
I'm just, yeah. Oh my god, what am I doing?
Oh, and a note from the chat that poisoning the shot ends race earliest. I think, says Jonas from
So
the
I
chat.
that ends the race period. I just thought that was a side effect that he was going to do to isolate Moses after he ended the race. I don't know.
I don't know. But hey, look at this! Pidgeotto doing the sugar sabotage on Moses Lee's car. As we discussed earlier you could do. There it is.
Definitely. Oh my god.
Oh, they've got the exact same animation for like throwing the helmet, even though they don't have a helmet. That's cute.
Oh, there's the only kill we have down right now, and that's from Snail. He just got that kill. And now he's in disguise for the other for the other target because, of course, Chuck needs the event crew, which can be stolen from Kristen. And we have, well, I guess Nez has decided to do it remotely. Looks like Snail's gonna have to head all the way over there, right? So.
Just a few oh my god, a restart from Pidgeotto's end, getting spotted in the Kuon pit by a Kuon mechanic. Oh my. Because we had a restart from Yanini as well only a few moments prior, which they then took advantage of to make a replan to a waiter start instead, and poisoning the shot, which we've now learned stops the race. As Nezuko has now sabotaged Moses Lee's car, and Agent Snail is out and about as an event crew, about to enter the VIP area. That's a peekaboo on Nezuko's end. They've caught Moses hook, line, and sinker with a calmer for good measure.
And if you look at Nez, some people will probably say that because he doesn't have any kills down, that he's well, that he's behind. But here, he's actually very good, very well off, because if as soon as he gets down to the second target, Kirsten, he can get the kill there, switch into disguise, and then detonate, and that'd be done for him.
Ooh, and speaking of Nezuko's team, a clever play from Agent Snail, getting Chuck lured over to the police window with a telephone. Look at that.
Push him through the window. Can you do that?
I think they're a bit too far away from the window, but a quick knockout will do the trick. Or maybe not?
Oh, no, he cannot. He can't get. Oh.
Wait, what? Wait,
He
what?
He can't dump through that window.
Seriously? No, try that again. No, try that again. No, I don't believe you.
Setting up the Electro now?
I don't believe you.
That looked pretty. Like he was trying.
Go to bank Q and exit.
That would
And
be very
This
bad.
could be risky.
Cause like Agent Snail is like 6 minutes and 30 seconds into the run. That's like
Oh, now I have my assault rifle.
a lot of time getting lost.
Yeah. Well, speaking of his team, Nez is pretty much out. He'll be the first one done. Well, I'm just wondering, could he not have dragged the other way around? Because Snail seems he's trying to go out of the way to get these two knocked out,
Press done, okay.
to drag him back through where those two guards were standing, rather than back around to where he came from.
Well, I mean, as the kids say, let them cook. Let them
Right,
cook.
Let's let him cook.
I'm curious. Let them cook.
So you don't have movement yet.
Because they just need to do that. Like, Snail just needs to sort out this little teensy tiny situation that they're in, and then they'll be home free.
Don't be
While...
doing these cameras, Snail. I can already. All right, do it. Go for it.
Alright,
All right,
good.
there we go.
Good.
Progress.
Because, like, Pidgeotto and Yanini. Like, Yanini's gotten Moses Lee once again. Pidgeotto just got the Moses Lee disguise as we speak. Like, they've still got quite a ways to go. So I would still say that the Nesnailo-chan team is in the lead. That's not to say it's over yet, because it absolutely isn't, but I will say that they are in the lead, especially now that Agent Snail successfully managed to drag the body into the police bathroom here.
Drop that and let's see. He's waiting for it to drip all the way around him.
There we go.
And that looks like that's gonna be the conclusion to our epic round 2 match.
Like, Nesnailo-chan coming in with a reverse sweep. My.
And on that note, that's gonna be it. You look, Yanini has gotten both kills done, but he's still quite ways from an exit. And then Pidgey has not gotten either kill, so this is definitely not gonna be a photo finish opportunity. Meaning I'm gonna go ahead and declare it, and that's going to be a victory for Agent Snail and Nezuko-chan, also known as Nesnailo-chan.
Oh, you played so bad.
Very well done. Very, very well done.
That's really embarrassing.
Oh, my.
Oh, I'm angry.
And if we look, we were about 10 minutes or so, 11 minutes now, into the spin. So that was fairly quick for a more complex spin. This was one of the longer ones that we saw out of these. But yeah, epic gameplay. That was wonderful to watch. Wonderful to just see how they all had differing strats. I don't think I saw one time that they were pretty much doing the same thing. They were
Like, yeah, that would have been, like, occasionally from, like, Pidgeotto
Whoa.
and Yanini sometimes doing, like, mirror gameplay. But, like,
If we
Agent
take a
Snail...
look at.
What's up?
Sorry, I just want to look. Pidgey, okay, he stopped. But this bathroom he's in, if you just saw before you ended his stream,
Yes.
that was far away from where I was expecting him to be at, rather than dragging him inside the. Sorry, I interrupted you. Finish.
No worries. Damn it, now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Pidgeotto and Janini sometimes had like mirror gameplay, and I think they were like communication-wise, I believe they were more synchronized. Whereas Agent Snail and Nezuko-chan kind of did their own things, and then they just turned things around.
Right. And so on that note, if you want to go ahead and switch over to the brackets, which you should have ready for us, I have updated them, and so now we see that our two final teams are Nesnailo-chan, which is, of course, Agent Snail, and Nezuko-chan, and Coke Shift, which is comprised of Volcat and Red Fox. There's Snail with a raid. Thank you, Snail.
Oh my, that's quite a huge raid, and we've just finished this match. Oh my.
So, well, that was exciting. That was some of the best gameplay we've seen in this tournament. And sadly, we've only one more match to go. There's only been 7 matches in total since this is a 8-team and single elimination bracket that we've done here. So with the final, that's going to be first to 7. May I remind everybody. So that's going to be a maximum of 7 contracts, which is going to be a lot. And I'm excited for that. We'll definitely have a big caster team, I'm sure. And yeah, I'm excited. Thank you, Cab, for being my guest here. Hopefully you got a little glimpse into how this big tournament works.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully you'll be able to hop in on a few more casts here in the future.
I may, because this was fun. I will admit I have not been at 100% at the moment. I am a bit sleep deprived, but
oh, good.
It is still very much fun, nonetheless. And I definitely be down. If you need anyone for the final, I'd definitely be down to cast that. I'd be definitely down to do this again.
And we might need you because, well, Nez and Snail are our biggest casters, so with them playing in the final, we might need some extra helping hands where we can use them.
Fair enough. And in that case, absolutely, I'm in. And I'll hopefully be at like full energy that time as well.
So, I guess now it's time to say goodbye to the people. We want to raid, I'm sure. Who can we raid?
I have not found anyone yet, is the thing. So if you have any suggestions, then please help me.
I see Bookie22. I just put in chat. He's a good friend of ours, and he's just chatting at the moment. But I think he'd be a good person to go say hi to.
Absolutely,
He's only been streaming for about 20 minutes, so it'd be a great time to hop into his stream.
Absolutely. In that case, I will do the final thanks for me personally. We will be raiding Bookie22 in just a moment. Thank you all once again for watching. Thank you again, Eclipse, for inviting me to this.
Thank
and I'll
you.
see you all around.
See ya.